Hi, how are you today? It is the afternoon. I guess it's around 6 o'clock in Ohio, and the sun is getting down low. I'm in one of my favorite spots in the backyard. I'm sitting on a trailer under a tree. The sun's shining, the sky is almost all blue. There's some wispy clouds. It's going to be a beautiful sunset, I think. And I hope that you've had a good day. Monday is always a hard day to get started for the week, but I hope yours was good. Mine was good. I had a great day. I was able to get my work done in a timely manner, and now I'm having some fun talking to you guys and just focusing on what I really want to do. And one of my most important things in my life is to encourage others, to help them become who they want to be, and that's what I really enjoy doing. That is incorporated in my daily job that I do as an occupational therapy assistant, but also in my normal daily life. I like to encourage people and just hope and help them get to where they want to be in life. I want my friends and I to quantum leap into the next level of successful, victorious living that God has for us, whatever level that might be at, and wherever else He wants us to go. That's my real desire. This weekend I read a really cool book. It was only 137 pages, and it was about a man named Chance. He was a man who lived in one room in a mansion or a big old house. He did the gardening for an old man. He had gardened all his life. He didn't know anything else. He never went to school. He didn't learn how to read. He didn't know how to write. All he did was garden and watch TV. And that was what he wanted to do. That's what he knew. Well, the old man died, and the lawyer was trying to find some reason to give this property to Chance because he was the only man still living that had been with this old man for a long time. And that's when he learned that there were no papers about him. There was no birth certificate, no medical records, no school records, no records of any kind that this man even existed. And so he was a no one. He was a nobody. But because he didn't learn how to read and write, he didn't understand the implications of that. So he didn't know anything outside of his room in his garden. Well, the old man died. The house was shut down because there's no heir to this house, and so Chance was pretty much kicked out. So the day that he was kicked out, he was walking down the road, and he was going to cross the street, and some limousine backed up into him and pinned his leg against another car, and he was injured. And it so happened that the lady that was in this car, that the guy was driving the limousine. This woman was the wife of a very prominent, a very wealthy man in that town. And so they took care of Chance while his leg was healing. The lady asked him what his name was, and he said, Chance the gardener. And she said, oh, Chauncey Gardenier. So she changed his name. And he thought, well, I guess I'm supposed to go by that name now, because he didn't know any different. So this woman and her husband took care of Chauncey while his leg was healing. And in the meantime, he met many dignitaries, including the president of the country that they were living in. None was mentioned. And so they were taking care of him, and as he met these dignitaries, everyone thought that he was some wealthy man, a politician of some sort, just a really good guy. And so, in the meantime, no one was listening to him when he said, I can't read and I can't write. My cat just came on our trailer here. She's distracting me a little bit, easily done here. There's Kitty Witty. Anyway, so let's get back to the story. So basically, everybody defined who they thought he was. Some thought he could be a good writer. Some thought he could be a good politician. Everybody thought his name was Chauncey Gardenier, when really his name was just Chance. And I thought it was just going to be a book for fun, and it was. It was a good, easy book to read. It only took me, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, if that long. So, but then I started thinking about that book, thinking about his life and how that could relate to most anybody else, including me. Everybody else was defining Chance, who they thought he was and who they thought he should be. And I'm wondering if you've ever been in that situation. I know I have been. When I was a little girl, I was supposed to be the girl, the one in my family that could handle anything. I can remember one time somebody said, "Oh, she'll be just fine." And it's like I should turn around and everything would be fine. But in reality, inside, I was crying. I didn't want to have to handle everything. I wanted just to be who I was. Then as a young adult, people expected me to do what they wanted them to do. They expected me to do what they wanted me to do without asking me or telling me or asking permission. But in reality, all I wanted to do was be loved and appreciated. And as an older adult, I'm supposed to follow all the rules and the regulations. And you know what? I don't want to. There are times when I frickin' don't want to do it. And I don't. That's just who I am. You know, I want to be me. I don't want to be who you're going to make me be. But sad to say, a lot of times we have to follow rules and regulations to get to where we want to be. And, you know, I was wondering about you. Do you have people in your life who have designed or decided who you should be instead of you telling them who you really want to be or where you want to go in life? So it's a hard thing because maybe like me, you want to please people, you want them to like you, but yet you need to still set boundaries and say, hey, you know, this is where I am going. Sorry if it's not what you want me to do, but this is where I am going to go in my life. I am nearing that sweet age of 60. I've only got a few more years to go, and it seems unreal. It truly does. It doesn't seem like I should be that old, but I am. And there are times when my body tells me that, but my mind certainly doesn't. And there are things I want to do and places I want to go, and I haven't got there yet. And I really don't know how long it's going to take to get there. But I will tell you one thing. I'm going to have fun on the way. Whether it pleases you or if it doesn't, I am sorry. But I'm going to have fun reaching my own dreams and my own goals. And I hope you do too. Bye.